Guys, so in today's video we'll be discussing about Nepal in the month of March 2025, what you should be expecting in terms of weather, road condition, the places that you should be visiting, overall what kind of clothing that you need to be carrying, the budget that you need, and most of all, is it a good time to be going to Nepal in the month of March. So now keep in mind that the month of March is a mix between winter and the start of spring in Nepal. So the first half of March, the temperature will range from anywhere between 5 degrees to 20 degrees. Now this depends entirely on where you are. Places like Kathmandu will be warmer, while places like Pokhara, Chitwan and higher parts of Nepal closer to the Himalayas will be much colder than expected. While in the second half of March, the temperature will increase from 15 degrees to 25 degrees in places like Kathmandu, while you can add or subtract 7 to 8 degrees from other places in and around Nepal. March is generally when the sky is clear, so it's a great time if you're someone who loves going for sunrise hikes and to experience the Himalayan sunrise. March is the last month in the year where you will actually get to see the sunrise. After that, the sky gets really cloudy and it's covered with a lot of pollution, so it becomes very difficult to spot the sunrise. Now, keep in mind that March is a very good time to be going hiking and trekking around the Himalayas because it is the start of spring, which actually indicates that the weather is going to be clear and good for hiking. Snowfall generally stops around the first week of March, so after that, it's a very good time to be going for treks. March is also a very good time if you're someone who's looking to travel around Nepal without experiencing the peak of winter. It is when it's at its absolute pleasant best without having too much of extreme weather. Now, when it comes to the road condition, keep in mind that the road from Pokhara to Kathmandu is in a very bad condition. It's not yet made. It's still a muddy road. So when you're traveling, first check out the flight tickets. If you're getting a good cheap deal on the flights like Yeti Airlines, you can book a flight directly. So this way, you will actually save up on a lot of travel time and also avoid going through this dusty road. At least one way you can try taking the flight. The road is really not in a very good condition, so make sure that you're booking a AC tourist bus when you're traveling between these two places. These buses can be easily booked from your hotel owners or via the agents in and around Pokhara or in Tamil. These buses leave in the evening at 7 p.m. and in the morning at 7. They take roughly anywhere between 10 to 12 hours. They stop a couple of times for breakfast and lunch and one tea halt. Now make sure that you book these tickets with front seats and confirm 10 times at least that the bus is an AC bus, because if it's not an AC bus, you're going to end up having a horrible ride all the way till your destination. Now, Chitwan National Park is also a very good place to be visiting in the month of March. You'll definitely get to spot the one-horned rhino. Just make sure that you book a reputed stay and a hotel and a safari with the stay, which is a jeep safari is the best way to experience the place. You can also opt for elephant safari if you're someone who wants to go deeper into the forest. There are also walking trails and various other activities that can be done in and around Chitwan. Keep in mind that when you're traveling to Nepal in the month of March, you need a minimum of, I would say, 8 to 10 days. Anything shorter than that would be a real rush trip, because the longer you stay in Nepal, you're traveling to a country, even though it looks small on the map. When you're actually visiting, the longer you stay, rather, the more deeper you can soak in the culture and experience the place to its fullest. When it comes to what you should be packing, Nepal is a place which has tons of shopping options and really affordable clothing that you can buy in Nepal, be it winter wear, hiking gear, or even your casual clothes. So don't overpack. My recommendation for Nepal is go with bare minimum clothing so that you can shop well and buy a lot of clothes over there, so that you can roam around in what you buy there and then carry them back home, because that's my personal recommendation of Nepal. Clothing is at its optimum best in Nepal. You'll find a lot of first copy and original products, so make sure that you're buying what you feel best for your budget and for your needs. Even a lot of hemp clothing in the form of kurtas and even jackets can be found in the markets. You can even go along and buy hemp bags and wallets, which are sold easily and available all over Nepal. Now, when it comes to the budget that you need to for Nepal, it entirely depends on the accommodation you're looking for. If you're looking for basic budget hotels, so a night would cost you anywhere between say $10 to $15 for a budget hotel for double sharing with an attached bathroom. If you're looking for a hostel, you might get one for as low as even $6 to $8 per bed. Now, keep in mind that these accommodations come mostly with just a fan. You do not really need an AC in the month of March because the weather is still very pleasant and cold. Just that when you're booking a place in Pokhara, make sure you book a place which gives you the view of the lake, because without that, the entire experience of Pokhara is kind of dull. Other than this, Nepal has plenty of very good eating options in the form of cafes and dabas and coffee shops. So just make sure that you visit them so that you get a very good experience of what the food and the culture of Nepal is, because the place is best experienced through its food. The momos, the tuppa, the jol momo is something that you should have. It's a soupy momo served with momos in an yellow color based soup. Make sure that you try that. Now, when it comes to what are the places that you should be visiting in Kathmandu, Tamil is definitely a must visit. Nagarkot, if you are someone who wants to visit for the sunrise, go to Nagarkot. If you the Pokhara definitely should be on your list. Chitwan National Park by far is the best place that you'll find nature along with animals in Nepal. Lumbini is a place which is still under development, and if you're someone who's really into religion in the form of spirituality, then you can go to Lumbini, but not more than a couple of days are required to explore Lumbini. Actually, one day is more than enough. You can reach there in the daytime, visit the place, and then take the night bus to either Pokhara or Lumbini, depending on where you want to go to. Now, remember that hiring a taxi in Nepal is very expensive. It's extremely costly because that's how Nepal is. It's one of the costliest places to hire taxis. The best way to get around Nepal is by taking the local tourist AC bus, which is point to point buses, which I've already explained earlier. That's the best way of getting around. If you're planning on crossing borders via India into Nepal, you just need to carry your voter ID, your Aadhaar card, or you can also make a border pass, which is easily done from Delhi or Calcutta or from any of the cities. Just check it out online. You can also book the bus, which is Manjushri, which is a very good bus. So Manjushri is a friendship bus between India and Nepal. It cost around 4,500 for a AC Volvo bus. It's an excellent bus. 4,500 Indian rupees is what the cost is. Sorry, 4,500 is the Nepali cost. The Indian cost is around 3,000 for the bus. And this bus takes anywhere between 20 to 24 hours to get there. Now, keep in mind that when you're crossing the border, you can also cross with your passport. Just that you will need to go through immigration if you're traveling with a passport. If you're going with your Aadhaar card and other local documents, you can just fill the form with the bus gives you and you can enter in. Just keep in mind that foreigners who take the bus need to carry their passports. Without passport verification, they will not let you into either of the country. You won't be able to exit. So keep this in mind when you're traveling to Nepal. Other than this, for a week to 10-day trip to Nepal, a budget of around, I would say 15 to 20,000 Indian rupees per person should be more than enough, provided you're ready to rough it out by staying in budget accommodations and not overspending on food and shopping. Over and above this, one very important thing to keep in mind for Nepal is that Indian debit cards and credit cards do not work in Nepal, so you need to be carrying cash. Other than cash, there is no other way to get money in and out of Nepal, because UPI works, but there's a limit on the number of transactions you can do in a day. But your debit and credit card will surely not work in Nepal. Even if you check your card, at the back of it will be clearly mentioned that it's not valid in Nepal and in Bhutan. So don't even consider taking your card to swipe it there. It's not going to work. Over and above this, if you're looking for a trip to Nepal in the month of March, we have one. You can click on the link in the description and you'll find all details regarding the trip. You can WhatsApp us if you have any queries related to our trip. If you have any queries related to Nepal, you can leave a comment in the comment section and we'll be happy to help. Do not WhatsApp us for any queries other than for what we have on our trip list. Queries related to your trip to Nepal, or if you're looking for something beyond what we have, just leave a comment in the comment section on YouTube and we'll help you. Till our next video, stay safe, stay happy, and stay blessed.